Ma, you're live. You can start now.
Girls face more peer pressure than boys. You can see nowadays how girls are facing many problems. Even though we have many security and safety apps for girls, but although there are some incidents which take place.
All boys are not like that, but some boys are very well. But
How do you know that these boys are good and that boys are good?
all boys' mindset are not like that, but some are good, but they next 4 hours. I thought that girls' mindset physically they are weak. That's why these are happening.
But nowadays girls are also having strong mindset.
Then
Time is
why they
changing.
are uh, then why they are forcefully affected by them?
Because of their physical weakness. Even the girls have the strong mindset, due to their physical weakness, they are getting more problems. And everyone is targeting girls.
You should be brave to handle that situation.
Next four. On this side. On this side. Here. Here, no. Here. Yes.
Plastic bags are easy to carry so that we can use plastics in our daily life. But it is very harmful. They are very helpful while traveling, and we can we can carry food materials. They are hygienic and they are easy to carry. They are cheap. It is, of course, it is useful to the humans, but it is, on the other hand, it is very harmful to the people who are using lot of plastics. If we eat, they're hygienic and we can carry food in that, so we can. Nowadays the animals are eating plastic, so the animal may have health. It not only affect the people, it also affect the animals. Then using recycling plastic. We not use more plastic. We can reduce plastic materials and we can use them in our daily life. They are cheap, so we can. They can. Some type of plastic materials can be recycled. How the plastic is prepared by rocket burns and they are very brittle and they even in heat. Of course, they are made with chemicals. We know that, but they are easy to carry. We can pack food materials in plastics so that we there while transportation also we can carry them. So no load and fuel will be by mistake it burns. Very lot of chemicals are released. That is very effective to the humans. It is not very well.
But we can reduce the usage of plastic. That doesn't mean we have to quit using plastic materials.
It is very expensive and it is very attractive while showing plastic.
There are many different types of plastic materials and they are colorful. They attract our eyes. We can carry many,
Silver and gold, these materials are also
but we
But
can't
they are
use
very
them in our daily life so that they can be stored. They are also
Yeah, but
expensive, but plastics are cheap.
but it is very harmful to the people.
But we can reduce the usage of plastics.
Use the
No,
plastic.
it doesn't mean we have to quit using the plastics.
If you can say it's not very harmful to the people, yeah. If you are supported to the self-state.
What? Can you repeat again?
It is not very harmful to the people or harmful to the people. If you can state, you can say anything about that statement.
You can reduce and reuse the plastic.
Some plastic materials can be recycled so that, and also we can reduce
can
the
use the same
usage of
plastic
plastic so that there is no harmful for the environment.
Why plastic has come for practice?
Because they are cheap and they are easy to carry, sir.
No, sir. That is for your debate. I just creatively asked you. Plastic is a waste, and waste should not be discussed much.
But also we can. There are many. They are helpful in many ways. So we can use plastic. We can carry food materials. We can carry plastic bags for carrying clothes and all. We can use plastic bags while traveling so that fuel will be consumed.
But you can have a lot of recyclabilities in the vehicle. We have used a lot of like plastic bags.
We can reduce using plastic bags. That doesn't mean that we have to stop and quit using plastic bags. They are also
Of course, it is very harmful to health.
that we have to use plastics in a good way so that we can throw plastics in the dustbins so no animals will be affected and we can reduce using the plastics but that doesn't mean we have to quit using plastics, right?
Of course, how you can tell the plastic is very, it is not harmful to health.
It is harmful but we have to use it in we have to use carefully and in a limited way but that doesn't mean we have to quit using the plastics, right?
How much if we use one cover, that how much we are using nowadays one cover that is eating some animals that may have
Yes, we have to. We animals are getting affected, but we have to give a proper way for people so that you only throw the bags in the dustbins so that no animals will be affected.
Of course, if you are don't
Thank you.
in the distance.
Are you safe? Are you safe? You can come now. Yeah. You are not so proud. You also need. Speak.
Humans want to eat animals because further they will face so many consequences.
In the process of human evolution, humans mainly feeded on the animals, and it's instinct of an animal to catch its prey, because it's the important part of integral part of survival of any animal. Catching a prey and eating it and feeding on the energy.
There are so many environmental problems arising from it.
Louder, louder.
what can you justify about animal?
For example, Corona.
What can you justify corona came from an animal?
Are you debating or requesting them? Debating, but I feel like you're requesting them to agree with you.
While eating the animals, that's where the Corona arrived from China.
But there is no proof for that.
Yeah, of course, there are food. They're doing injections for the animals.
Eating animals solely cannot.
Some animals are become endangered position nowadays.
But we are not eating any endangered species now.
They're conserving endangered species through sanctuaries. All so many national non-governmental organizations have formed to conserve endangered species and exotic species. Even humans are creating artificial meat in the place of meat, cattle, dairy, and they're thinking an alternative. They're not killing the animals nowadays, but we are killing through cattle farming. It's a it's wholly a calculated process, and they have every chart of and every statistics of every endangered species to conserve the endangered species.
And also the
If killing an animal or is a crime, then the whole ecosystem will be damaged. If uh, a frog cannot, if a frog cannot to eat a grasshopper, then the grasshopper feeds on the grass, and the whole swarm of grasshoppers will continue to feed on the grass, and there will be an imbalance in the forest ecosystem.
If you're silent, then you're agreeing that you are. Prepare and come. Go. Moderator.
One of the most important cities are better than villages.
Speak.
Villages have less pollution and
Louder.
which are healthy.
Cities are more obsolete compared to villages.
how can we say that the sentence?
What are rural people are who want jobs, they go to cities only.
Villages can also
Have opportunities.
Cities opportunities.
public sector will have more opportunities in villages.
There is no transport facility in villages.
And there is no telecommunications in villages compared to cities.
But we have in nature.
in cities also we have nature parks, game days.
With pollution.
With pollution, we have so much of like jobs.
Cleaning part I was just
These days, everything is by technology. Everything is ready-made. So villages have also
So
improved.
villages are developed, but not all the developed. Cities are already developed and going further.
The cities developed.
Our India is developed. How can you say cities are developed? Already developed.
In village people, so many people are coming migrating to cities like because of lack of job opportunities.
But many people take part in COVID. Many left their jobs and came to villages, and they did farming, and all the COVID part happened in villages.
They do their jobs in villages also.
Some of the people, women and people are
Many
staying in villages and doing the part-time
many
jobs.
done their jobs in home and mostly in villages.
But mostly, my sector, I see that they are going
Okay, you are saying cities are better, they are more technology wise and everything. Why then, when COVID and all the pandemic situation happened, everyone came to villages and settled here because less number of cases here. Why they are so much of educated and they knew everything, but why city people affected more than
because in
village people?
cities it is locked down. So in villages, they are
There is no work to do, and they are facing many problems.
In lockdown times, why the city people are come to villages?
to meet their family members.
Why?
Because they have got freshness in villages.
You accepted our point.
Yes,
That's the
freshness.
point. Because I have the
Freshness.
freshness of one of the point in villages.
Freshness.
Yes.
That
But
means
villages,
village.
there is CC cameras, but cities in there is CC cameras and all, and there is
CC
security,
cameras.
there are police. But in the villages,
But villages have not got that security because they have already
no, if
security.
anything happens in villages, there is no ambulance, there is no people, we got to far from this part. In cities, we have, in cities, there is
Nothing
no ambulance.
happened.
No kind of thing happens. You see the news channel.
Villages do develop.
Yes.
Villages do have hospital facilities and everything. No need to
In some
go.
villages, but
How can you say some villages? You
see the news
can,
in some villages like some of the people, some cases now. In cities, there is ready CCTV security guards. So many things.
Then why government is making preserve, making more interest to improve the villages? They suggest them to go to cities.
In cities, all facilities are available. That's why cities are great.
Then everyone can go to cities. Then why villages are developed?
Because
yes.
there are also some because people are also sitting in villages to look at farmlands, to look at
Why to look
houses.
the farmlands? You can go to cities and
All goes to cities and living for
Why cities people are coming to village for festivals?
to meet the family.
For enjoying.
why cities are not better for
on camera. Are you seeing it all?
why cities are not better for enjoying only villages? Then why they are?
To meet their family members.
Okay, you said they come to meet their families. Why they went to cities to earn money and to have a sufficient healthy lifestyle? Then why they are depending upon the farmlands which are present in villages? If the villages are not better, why they are only depending on the villages? They can do
They're
everything.
not
in the
depending
cities.
on villages. Well,
Coming to see the
dependent
farmlands is indirectly depending upon the villages.
Yes.
Some of us have farmlands in the villages. Not all of us have farmlands. Some of the villages.
Talking about only the city people, not
I'm
about
speaking
others.
about the remaining people who live in
Every businessman
villages.
is also dependent on farmers.
Farmers and they directly come to villages.
I'm not supporting villages.
I'm also supporting villages, right?
Living in joint family is very joyful, and we can help each other with our family members. We can share many things with our family members.
I agree with that because when a system is made, it has its own flaws. No system is perfect in in the history of human. The human civilization has faced so many ups and downs, but what humans have evolved and learn is the mode of survival. I suppose I connected to the nuclear families because nowadays in modern times, socio-economic conditions are forcing them to convert into nuclear families.
But living in joint family, we can share our problems. If we have any problem, we can share with our family members so that
That's right. I agree because living in a joint family, we can share the problems, but uh, it can cause problems. It can,
it doesn't cause problems because our family members will be with us
first
and
of all,
they are not against us. So
living
we
in a
can.
joint family needs a large space, a large house. Um, when we move to the cities, which are heart of our economic development or gross domestic product of India or any country, the cities contribute more income to
But in joint families also,
the income comes. But in taking a congested place like Mumbai, you cannot live with a joint family because there is a less
with the
space.
income of
Less,
family members, we can buy a new house and a big house so that we can live happily. That doesn't mean we have to live in a congested house, right?
the city has its own boundaries, and there is a few space. India has 120 million population. The whole 120 million population can't live in a city called Mumbai. In a city, in cities, in congested places, it causes low income, causes some.
But living in joint family,
Great bond between
our
Bonding.
family members will be like a backbone for
But
us.
without space, without a house, how can a joint family can be exist?
When a
So
joint
that's why
family is
people are
there,
converted
when
into-
uncles
converted
and
into
aunts
nuclear
help
families.
us, they all can share their income to build a new house, right? In a big house, so they can live happily and freely, comfortably. If we have any problems, if we share with our
If there is
family
no
members,
house to,
there
if
will
there
be.
is no house to buy, and you are employed in a big city, whole of the family is employed in a big city. But the
We can.
land prices in big cities are very high. That low income people cannot even combining all their incomes
Even
cannot buy a house.
even in that cases also,
Joint
our
families
family will
can
help
only
us,
be
right?
existed in villages where the land price and real estate market is very down, and the land prices. Uh, Mainly, the problem is housing with joint families. It can only happen in villages, not in cities.
In cities also, there are
you
many
you
joint
can see
families who
new-
live together.
uh,
That doesn't mean we have to
in
own
cities, joint
individual
families
house.
exist, but you can see the status of the joint family. They are very rich. Only rich people can survive in a joint family.
Middle class also can. Middle class families also.
Can
There
survive
are
a
many
joint
joint
family.
families. Yeah, of course.
Yes, how can you support it to your statement that joint family is better?
If we have to go, we can enjoy with our people.
We have our own space, own privacy, so we have our own.
If we have great bond with our family members, we can also have our own space, right?
In nuclear, there is bonding in nuclear family also, but not in.
But living in a joint family is better than living in a nuclear family, right?
The more far you
Joint families
the
are
more
better
far you
than
get to the lower person, the more bonding will develop. The less. If you stick
Together, there will be a lot of.
there will be a lot of calls. So nuclear family can.
But
improve
if we are
bonding.
understanding
Nuclear
each
family can
other's
also improve bonding.
feelings so that we can live happily without any arguments between other siblings or like that, right? We can enjoy with our siblings if according to education, if we have some doubts or any disturbances, we can tell our siblings or our uncles and aunts so that they can help us. There are many advantages in living. Without family members,
Say about rich people, then what about
middle class people also. Okay, my family is middle class family. I also live in a joint family. That doesn't mean only rich people can live in a joint family.
What about you? What about the others? What about other families?
Everyone should have understanding. If they want to live together, they have to have a good bond between each other, so that then they can live in a joint family.
Contradicting statement that nuclear families also have bonding.
But a nuclear family also have bonding. I agree with that. But joint families have more bonding and they can help each other in any situation.
and we can live in both at any time. We can easily create any problems.
We can share, maybe if we have any problem, we can share with our family members so that they can help us in a comfortable way. We can also tell our problem what
In the
is.
growing population conditions, nuclear families are far more better than joint families because joint family is a thought that never existed in the society in the modern times. It can never survive with a joint family. Even you survive with a joint family, it's a span of 3 years or 4 years. After 3, 4,
I live in a joint family from my childhood. At the time of from my city, Vizag. Yes, of course.
What's a joint family? When you say the family relation, you live with a grandfather and a
Grandfather, grandmother, uncles, aunts.
you live in only one house.
Yeah, of course.
How much does the space for the house?
2 floors.
2 floors. Yeah, that's
We can live comfortably, you know.
You can live
If we
comfortably.
live in a joint family, we can share our problems with them and they can help us. We can share the problems
You can
with
share
them
the problems,
comfortably.
but you can buy 2 floors, but a low-income person, a BPL below poverty line person below 1 lakh income per annum, he cannot buy a 2-floor home in a city like Vizag.
Okay,
So
not
he leaves his family in the village and he comes here to settle with his wife and his sons and daughter, and we call it a nuclear family.
if we have a joint family, their siblings, parent siblings can help each other in economically, right? So they all
First of all,
can.
before the help or anything is done, nuclear joint family should become into the existence. Should you have a family, right? But if everyone,
All of them can't help each other. You can't help your father to economically.
Okay, I cannot help my father, but
First
his
of all-
brothers, sisters, they can help, right? I cannot help my father. I can help my siblings.
They can help wherever they are living themselves. They can help
They
each
can,
other.
if they're living by themselves singly, only we can't. Since we can't help, only they will be alone. So if we are living in a joint family, their brothers and sisters can help them economically if there's a problem, right?
They help where
they can help economically living far. For example, if you see in villages, if you see a state like Kerala, most of the Kerala's income is coming from USA. All they migrate to foreign countries and they send money to they send money to the parents and they live on that money. Half of the Kerala's income, state income, is coming from foreign countries. Yes. So, what makes a joint family a nuclear family is the coin, is the green note. It separates everything. It separates families. It separates relations. It breaks everything. So,
Every joint family is not like that. There are many people who help us. Or if there are people who are opposing us, our family will help us. We can share our if we have any, we can share with our family members comfortably so that we won't feel any difficulty in sharing our problem with our own family members, right?
You can share if joint family existed. I'm saying that point again and again, but joint families cannot exist in modern times because of
If we love to live in a joint family, there will be many joint families if we want. Okay.
the relatives are helpful to us. They can help where we are anywhere.
Thank you.
Offline classes have more accessibility to express their doubts. In offline classes, you can express your doubts to one teacher, but in online classes, there is accessibility to more teachers and students who share their experiences.
Offline classes have availability of more teachers. If
No.
you have any doubt, then go to the teacher and ask.
Yeah, it's only single teacher based education, but in offline
How
classes,
can you say it is single test, if you have English lab, you can have a lot of teachers, faculty.
In online classes also, if you don't know, you'll ask teacher about, but you don't know their qualifications. Here also teachers
But
may
in
have.
online, we can through the wall we can ask the doubts.
But we can't assure that every person can use. Many people can misuse by going to other applications without seeing the online class. But coming to offline class, teacher may observe, and people will also have some fear that a teacher may observe and we should listen. Video option is available in offline
Off
classes.
option is
Also
also
available. Video off option is also available. Video mute is also. But the students who are accessible to the net are studying. People who are accessible to net are also misusing. We can't assure that every people who are having net will only see only education. Okay, then if offline classes will surely use the net for 100% for education, then why there are no 100% results in offline education? Then why before COVID and after COVID, why inter people have not 50-50 chances to pass or fail?
They depend on their
It's not totally that situation. Not totally depend on the offline classes, online class education system. It depends on the pandemic situations. Not an educated people, uneducated people also suffer. Only in pandemic situation, online are happening. Before COVID, why no one preferred online education? Everyone are joining in schools or colleges. Why parents, instead of joining them in schools or colleges, better pay them to the online. Why parents are joining
Online classes have very effective to the students.
how
They have eye problems.
but we can communicate so many teachers and faculty.
the eye problems or anything. It depends upon the limited way. When we have classes, we use them, and when we have no classes, we should off them. It will be based on the individual's view on the online class. Okay, then take example of us. Now we are in offline part. We are communicating ourselves. We are using more. Then why only online classes are better? Offline classes are more better. This communicating option is also available in online also. Then why these offline are conducted?
Yes.
Why you are coming to offline?
Why you are coming to college instead?
Doing online? It's only because you should have one time discipline in college, or why can't it be online? Online can we also have time discipline.
But our college does not conduct
Why they are connected to
College
offline?
and join in online courses. It should be meeting with the friends and interacting with the teachers. We are coming, but in online classes. Thank you. Next batch.
21 members option option ఏ టైంది
But in rainy season we couldn't play outdoor games, but we can play indoor games.
But we can do more interaction with nature by playing outdoor.
But we can increase our physical fitness. How can we, for example, ping pong is a game which coordination between eye and hand. By playing indoor games, we are interested in family members. Our family members came outside and played.
We can go.
It is a once a year, twice a year, but not only that. Friends and family.
Also, it is not possible if they are visiting their work.
But sometimes also they can play with us.
Sometimes also they can play.
We know. In indoor games, we create our knowledge. We are Our personality development will
B5?
outlet.
This girl is very good. C0? B5?
we are developing our creativeness.
We get more concentration by observing all the surrounding things. We get more confidence.
By playing indoor games also we can
Playing
grow
or
our skills.
playing outdoor games, we can interact.
We interact with our family members. It is more useful for us.
By playing outdoor also, we can interact with our family. We can play with our father, mother, grandparents, sisters.
All the time. It is not possible. We can also, but indoor games it is possible with our play with our
We cannot play all the time.
As a game was in Chinese, you also not play outside. In summer
We can
days,
enjoy in the rain.
if you enjoy in that, you summer cold. But in indoor games, it is not.
Which year reference are you? 22. There's a new QR code there. That's you can scan it. Fill the form. Why are you stopping your work? You do your work. But on this side only they have to scan. But they tell you next patch. Start. Go for it. Start. Louder.
Nowadays, the software is in all the
So many
But it
people
is
will
influencing in a bad way.
what is which
Anything, many people are using it in a wrong way.
misuses the
for example, in our courses and other countries, we use social media to communicate with each other, and we are not distance.
It helps about long distance communications, but crimes are also happening from international level through this communication.
And in fact, social media can actually many people to create a concept when you like is a part of social media. You can learn some lessons on social media by using it.
You can learn about lessons and studies. You can learn about how to fix bombs and how to blast people in YouTube also.
No, that type of videos are not efficiently being come under a restriction mode. So that's why we're not able to see that type of videos in YouTube. These communities are not community guidelines.
Okay, it's under community guidelines. YouTube is stopping that. But there are many other platforms other than YouTube which are encouraging them.
Some of the people in social media are also stopping that type of videos, but some other people are doing that.
Anikanda, louder.
Some other people in YouTube are releasing the websites again and again. So that's
Not only in YouTube, it have many other apps and other websites which are encouraging these type of illegal activities. There is no guidelines or stopping rules for them.
There are some type of websites that they that publish. Not all the websites have.
Okay, you can't know which website is good, which website is wrong.
Nowadays Google predicts which websites have been green mark and which websites are bad or bad.
Google knows which is good or which is bad, but the users don't know which website is good or which website is
By
bad.
seeing the Google green mark, we can see the website is good. By seeing the Google bad mark, we can see the website is
But the
bad.
green mark is not available in everything. If you're, for example, if you are studying in a computer and one website comes and it to click there, you should click there and it will go. It is
Actually,
an
click on
website.
there is an option called agreement. With
You
all
know-
captions are on it.
You know that
But some
you should
people
click.
don't know.
Yes, many of them are without unknowingly they think it's a good website and they click on it.
Then read the guidelines and then know about all the process and log into the forms. Or
Every people who are using internet or phones doesn't know that all the rules to use the phone or all the rules to use the websites. They're simply using.
and then read the guidelines of the particular app or particular website.
You
Then
should
use
read the guidelines.
Yes.
People in villages they don't know how to study. They can read the guidelines in phone.
Then why
They are also well educated now.
In villages,
Yes.
in villages all have phones, but they know how to read.
in villages they see only YouTube videos and they not do efforts, they not do the typing, they not do they are the same they playing songs and do their works. They
How
not use
can you
technology.
guarantee it?
I see that many people in villages they using YouTube.
It's your
to jabardast
perception.
against-
You should not tell about your perception.
They tell that about it. In villages YouTube will do it.
Village people are not only using YouTube. They are using many other platforms. In that
Okay,
platforms,
they use
there
other
is
platforms. Like, people use other platforms. They also know about the platforms.
no without using. Suppose farmers don't educate. They don't know how to read. How can they read the guidelines in phone
Then
about the
ask some other
websites?
educated people about the websites or the
But
guidelines.
everyone is not available.
But then not available, then stop the process and then if the any person is available, then contact them.
It's not about the communication or asking about the illegal issues happening in social media.
It's like a political action. And networks are the
It
things
happens in rare cases, not every day.
But the rare cases are increasing nowadays.
Using this social media, so many people travel so many times.
By using social media, you can track the people also. You using social media, but you can
Yes, you are agreeing with us.
you setting that the social media is doing a travel numbers. By using that the social media again, we can find the travel numbers again. You can understand the point.
But that checking or knowing who is trapping is very less.
If social media is not there, if any girl or any other kidnapper, they're using mobile, if they have location feature, we are using the social media, by using location services, we can.
But that services are low. But these trapping activities are more.
Okay.
For 100 cases with who are trapping, but there are only 10 cases to be solved nowadays.
By using like we apply ways that's why RBC app. That's absolutely. By using that apps, we can find the people. Thank you.
Using social media, we can communicate with people all around the world. We can communicate with if our family members are in foreign countries, we can communicate with them easily by using social media like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. We can do video calls, etc.
But it had many disadvantages. Nowadays, we are listening more hackers are happening by using social media.
We use social media perfectly. No hackers can do anything in the mobile.
Girls
Then
are
how can
trapped
you
by the
support-
social media. That we have to be careful about that. Without having any trust in that person, we shouldn't communicate with that person. That doesn't mean social media is a curse, right? It affects the minds of the teenagers.
We use the social media perfectly.
In limited way, not accessible.
Is allowed to all the ages.
Is allowed, but we have to use it only
But
according to
all
our
the
age.
teenagers are
Not using
Are in
according to their
That is not the problem of social media, right? That we have problem in us that we have to use it exactly correctly according to what our age members
if
should
it
do.
is put some instructions for the age
Age
limit,
is that there are instructions.
There are instructions, but we have to follow them, right?
then why the kids are allowed to use them?
yeah. Then how can you invite the social media or communicate with people?
We are physically stressed by using social media. And there are so many health issues
Also,
by using
we
social
didn't
media.
time.
We have to use the computers or social media, everything in a limited time. We have many advantages of social media. We can attend the classes if there's something like corona and something like that. We can attend online classes so that
By attending
By-
online classes, we affect our eyes also.
but it helps in educating ourselves, right? That
More things from social media, but we don't know anything. We can search it on Google.
It decreases our communication with our parents or we are talking with
And there is a great
we
bond.
have to use the social media in a
And
limited
using
way,
it
but we
very
should
well
use it
with our
excessively.
parents.
That's not the problem of social media. That's the problem in us. We have to use it limitedly.
The problem is that we are using it wrong way. If we use it in right way, it will be a boon for us.
We can learn
give
many
any
things from
limited
social
time.
media.
It does not give any
In
limited
YouTube,
time.
in YouTube and all, the snoozer will be there. We have to follow the timer.
Yeah,
If it comes, we shouldn't dismiss it. We have to stop it there.
Changes
It's a
our
mindset
mindset.
and we don't know time how much time it happened.
It also shows the time, how much time you have used. We have to stop it there.
Yeah,
But we
because
shouldn't continue there.
But our
Because
mind
the
is
social
not
media
never
is-
give up from that.
It is your problem.
That's
No,
the
it
problem in
affects
our
our
environment. That's not the problem in the
Social media.
social media, right? In social media also,
We are addicted to that social media.
Media.
It is the problem.
we shouldn't addict
It
ourselves.
is not our
We
problem.
shouldn't addict ourselves. We have to stop it. We have to have control in our brain.
The time for that.
Then we have to keep an alarm or something like that, and we have to stop it at that time. But we shouldn't continue using
Use
the
app timers also.
yeah. They are they snooze at that
We are
time.
using social media.
If you use app timers, the app will stop at the exact time.
Yeah, you have to set a
The
time.
social media is attracting our mindset and
If you want to use
Another
1 hour,
We
you
are
can keep timer
we
1
are
hour.
No,
using another
If you
app.
keep a timer for 1 hour, that app will be closed only for that 1 hour. You can only use that app for 1 hour.
very useful.
Yes, it is useful.
Yeah.
In useful manner.
We can do
If you use it in
education.
a positive way, it is useful.
But always using social media, we cannot spend our time with our family.
Yeah, we are telling that, right? We have to keep some timings for using social media. Also, we have to keep some time limit for ourselves, and we have to have
By
control on
keeping
the
time limit also we can use another app. In our mind, it
we
does
have
not-
to
Yeah,
set okay, we can
Save an
Time
example.
limit means keep in your mind that
Keep in
you
your
should-
mind.
You should think. You should think that we should not use it. Then you can.
Yes, I agree with the point. We did. While we are using mobile, I think take one example. Support me only. I think I'm only use 1 hour. I think I keep it in mind only, but
that's what we are doing. We shouldn't addict to that. We have to use it only until
the social media.
how much it is useful.
The problem is in you, not in
Not
social
me that
media.
it is social media only.
No,
the problem is
I didn't agree with that.
I will not agree with your point.
I also did not agree with your point.
see, social media, we can use it, but we shouldn't addict to that. We have to have control in us. We can use many
Why
timing. We can use the time limit for the apps we use in the phone.
The
We
phone
can
will not
use them
control it.
app. We can use the time limit and the app is stopping the time. We have to have control in us. That doesn't mean social media is a curse, right?
Suppose take you only. I daily see in bus your day daily seeing cartoons etc.
I don't use phone in my bus. I only listen to music until only in the traveling time.
It may have any health issues and it may have any eye
Then
infection
you're on
problem.
That's why I won't see it. I only listen to music for some time. That doesn't mean I don't use the phone.
What about what about
Thank you.
I begin with the point that the modern day clothing is far more better than traditional clothing.
traditional clothing will be more secure comparatively?
Modern clothing is coming in some designs like or it's night dress or anything. It's far more better than it is used in daily purpose. But modern and traditional clothing is not containing the accessories like the nightwear that can be weighed every time or any point of time. What makes it traditional clothing is the handwork made by the hand workers and the raw materials like silk. Silk is the most lustrous and luxurious material. It can cost up to in thousands. Um, that's what tradition. It makes silk not available and traditional clothing not available to the utterly down.
But all the traditional clothes are not made of silk.
Then what they are made of?
And then, other cotton. Cotton is available.
Like a traditional sari or mainly traditional clothes are made up of lustrous materials, rich materials like silk.
But it brings up our culture.
It brings culture, but what when you refer to the culture, I can contradict it by the way it's not available to the aftermarket, and it's not the efficient model of production when it comes to traditional clothing. Traditional clothing, the production of traditional clothing makes it a slow process of production in the low number of pieces or goods. And it makes it more cost.
But most of the
But formal clothing and the modern day clothing has its own design so that it can be manufactured fastly and efficiently and with no wastage, no byproducts, so that it can be environment friendly and it can suit all weather conditions. First of all, humans have evolved to protect this evolved and made clothing to protect their skin, and then there came the feeding of shell, and then they started to cover all the dermal tissues, all the tender skin inside the clothes. First they used leaves, and they now
But most of the people prefer traditional clothing as it depicts the culture than modern clothing. Even the modern clothing has its own advantages, but traditional clothing is more preferable now.
if I take this day in English lab, I cannot wear lungi and come to the lab because it's traditional wear. I cannot use it in the lab, and I cannot use it in the interview that I am supposed to be attend after 3 years.
It is your
The,
personal choice.
what modern day needs is a fully covered and formal clothing. Formal clothing.
Yes, the formal clothing may be traditional. You take
So we consider example of marriage or something else. Why they can't
Traditional
do?
wear can be supposed in occasions, but not in daily.
Why modern wear can also be
can't
Now
done?
the debate is about including traditional wear into the daily wear.
Yeah, in English lab, see our teachers, they are wearing sarees. They are not, it's a traditional way. They are wearing it on a daily basis.
Come front. Okay. Ready.
School is a festival like
See, in colleges we can enjoy with our friends. At the time of college, our minds will be a bit grown, right? Then in school days we are kids and we don't know. When coming to college days, we can enjoy with our friends. We can go out with our friends so that we know how to behave with elders. So college days are better than school days. We can enjoy. Our parents can also allow us to have go out and have fun with our college mates so that we can use our minds properly.
but in school days we can enjoy with peaceful minds without without any distractions. We can have we in school days we have many memories with our friends.
In college days also all that is only for 2 days. Okay, if for intermediate college days or engineering. In engineering means we can have many. See, 4 years, 4 years long time. We can enjoy with our friends very easily. And college days, they are really memorable. At that age, we can many things happen to us so that we can know what is good and what is bad. What kind of friends we should have in the college days. We can learn many things. We can enjoy with our friends.
School days is also we can enjoy.
But in college days, we can since we grow our since our age increases and we grow our minds, so we can the, we can have memories with our friends in college days than school days. In school days means not see college days means we grow older, so our parents may also have trust on us so that they send us out with our friends if we want to go. We can enjoy, we can have a lot of memory with our college mates.
In school days also parents send us out.
Since in school days, in school days means we are just kids. So parents may think that okay, they are kids. They may go somewhere. They can't go out as their wish. So that we can in college days means we can go out. Our parents will have trust on us. Since we grow older, we know how to behave with the elders. We how to go on a road. College days are best memories.
But we have bonding more in school days. It is a starting for a bond.
But in college days, we can have we can know we'll get to know how many people, how many different mindsets of people will be there. So we can colleges are better.
Even in school there are many more mindsets.
See, in our childhood, we don't know how to speak we can't enjoy in our school days. But in colleges, no, we can go out, we can bunk classes,
It is
we can
only
do it
going
our friends.
outside in
See,
the
no,
college.
memories will be
In the school only in the inside of the four walls we have more and more memories. But in the
only,
colleges
you see, in school only inside that four walls. But in college, this means we can go out, we can go around the city.
but we have more memories inside that four walls. In the colleges you have memories outside of the four walls also.
In and outside the four walls, we can enjoy with our friends happily.
But we also enjoy with our friends in school days.
But since see, we are kids, no, we can in school days means we are kids, so we can't enjoy that much. Thank you.
3 people. Varuna, come forward. Okay.
We should ban video games because it affects the mindset.
But we can have a lot of fun. But we can have a lot of fun and enjoy and refresh our mind.
We have just only fun because uh, on the other hand we have a lot of health issues. Lot of health issues. Can you agree this point? You did not agree?
What can you say? Can you repeat it?
It, you tell that it is very fun and enjoyment, but on the other hand we have a lot of Can you agree this point? Can you agree this point?
But we can have a lot of fun and refresh our mind.
ఇందాక ఆపల్ Nowadays, video games are very harmful. Video games are bad, and because it is very harmful to health.
If you have any problem, then you have suffered.
What problem? Like
By using video games, by playing online games, we get stress relief, and by playing online games, we have.
But we couldn't spend our time with our family members by playing games.
When after college, we have some free time. But
It is
even
physically
getting,
and mentally damaged our mindset.
by playing so much of time, we can by playing plenty of time, it will affect our brain and our
It helps to earn money also.
by playing online games, we can earn money also.
It have improve our
But all time we couldn't get profit on it. Sometimes we get loss also. Then how can you face that problem?
if you have only study, if you have only based on studies, it have a lot of problems. For refreshing that, if you select these games, you have better to understand remaining.
Nowadays youth are spoiled by playing the video games.
Not all the youth, some of us are
Some are going to die.
because they are all into video games.
They are involved and they are attracted to that game.
Play, playing by some playing sometimes in video games will not affect our.
All are not playing. Sometimes they
All are
they
not.
they
Some
they
people
are
only
playing hearts and hearts.
not all people playing. Some people are playing hours. Some people playing hours and hours. Thank you.
you definitely. Come on, 5 minutes more. Last 100. You're living the life. Number.
Smoking is against the rules. We should ban the smoking in public places, so it affects others who don't smoke.
I agree with the statement because you are against passive smoking. Smoking in public places may affect others, but all the smokers they are addicted because of their addicted to smoking. Um, if they immediately stop smoking, there will be so many health problems to expect.
But although if smokers smoke in public places, the people who don't smoke also will get
I'm
affected.
agreeing to the statement, so you cannot argue.
Okay, the problems of suddenly stopping may get for some time only.
That's it.
It's maybe for some time, but on a long case, it should be banned in public places. Like if the person can't stop
An
smoking,
immediate ban can cause lot of
But
economic
smoking privately is not a
Cause-
problem, right? The person
We
who
can smoke privately, not in the public places.
you can, yes, you can smoke privately.
Not in the public places.
yeah, in
It should
public
be banned
places
in the
it
public
will be
places.
affected for the public. So we should.
That's the rule. There is no point of debating on it because it's already in is already in the plan of action. Because you cannot place in public.
But there is
places.
no.
There are actions being taken. You cannot see a person smoking in public places now. If you go to a cafe or if you go to any restaurant, you cannot see a person smoking. There are separate places.
Public places
Even when
doesn't-
telecasting even telecasting,
Some people do smoke in the places like bus stops.
I cannot do anything about that. We can just keep a board about it. We can keep signboard that smoking in public places is.
but that board will not help others. Only the ban
Then
is the
what is the
correct
plan of-
option.
Ban
Banning
of
public,
cigarettes?
not ban of cigarettes, ban of smoking in public places.
That's already in plan of action because it's already being taken place.
It's a plan
Every-
of action, but it's not implemented.
It's being implemented because whenever you go to a public place, you can see the signboard, no smoking.
But we have seen many people doing that. The people who smoke have to follow that board, right?
Then, as a public, as the people of India, you should, as a civilized citizen of India, you should take the action against the smoker. Who is smoking
We
in
can't
public
take
places.
the action against the smoker. It's based on the individual.
Every individual is not moral. Or every individual is not a social human being because our education system has not taken any person into that social that following a signboard.
That's why, as it's not banning is the correct option.
Banning of
Not cigarettes, banning.
that's in the action because
It's in action,
public
but
places is smoking is banned in public places.
But there are many people who smoke in the public, right? After seeing the board,
Those
also there are
people
many
also
people who smoke.
Ban as a citizen of India, you should stop them.
We should stop them.
If
But he is not an Indian. He shouldn't follow that rules.
that's
When
based
there's a
on-
board, we have to follow that, right?
That's what can I do about that person who is smoking?
Since you're
who is
supporting
not
that, you have to tell.
Okay.
You should also stop the person smoking
we-
there.
If we, yeah, you're also a civilized citizen of India. You can stop. We can keep a trash can in the public place and say the person and say we can put a notice board to throw in the trash can. The waste people. But you cannot forcefully take the paper and make them to throw in the trash can.
We are supporting that, it doesn't mean we should stop it. We are also a citizen. We cannot do that.
Although we tell there are people who smoke in public places, right? We are telling that we have to. The people who smoke, we
if they
can tell
get ban
them.
on that, they stop smoking. If directly they are
That's
banned, as it is legal.
What do you mean by ban?
They're
Stop.
not.
And
They're
what's the
not.
ban of action? Releasing police forces on the smokers,
No, simply.
putting a notice board.
Not
Maybe
notice
giving
board.
by giving some fine, they may stop.
It's already, yeah, people who smoke in public places are being fined, but the federal system should be far. It's not that correct because it's being corrected, and this second when I'm speaking here, it's being corrected.
Thank you.
Happy to